Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts and this is the daily energy stroke tarot reading, tarot stroke energy reading, where I give a feeling of the energies of the day, the messages of the day, to help you to recognize the energies within you, around you, and within others to help you reach the highest potentials of any given day. Take what resonates as always and leave what does not. No offense taken. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever you can do to help. I appreciate very much. So this is for the 7th of March 2021. Okay, so we've got on the bottom of the deck, we have got that feeling of lack with that 5 of Pentacles coming up again. So this is the place that we feel when we don't feel abundant in our physical reality. Now, yes, that for many reasons can mean money, monetary value, but it also means self-worth in your reality, the feeling of worth that you have regarding how others feel you're worthy, or how worthy you feel in yourself. And so there's a lot of this also today that is really having an effect on people. That compounded with the financial lack, that even if you're not going through that, many of the collective are, you're going to be getting that energy feedback, you're going to be picking that up. So if it's not resonating with you in that you're not the one in financial lack, be aware to take note of this energy, but for sure don't hold on to it, don't make it your energy, transmute that real quick. It's in this space of uncomfortability that we can either devolve into more worthlessness, of knowing, self-actualization, or we can evolve into enough's enough. It's the straw that broke the camel's back to make you take the chance to go forward, or the chance to do something, the chance to just write a book anyway because it can't get any worse, so it may just get better. And it's with this energy that you can sort of get a bit more Marsy, a bit more, you know, I'm going to go and give it a go, I'm going to give it a try anyway, because I can't do this lack much longer, I can't sustain much longer. It's a little bit like, and this seems extreme, but not for many in the world, believe you me, it's a little bit like when you're at death's door and you'll do anything then to get that food. You'll do anything to get that water. You find a drive from somewhere. That's if you have a strong sense to live. And it's in this place that is sort of the same energetic imprint of where you can find yourself in a positive light in this 5 of Pentacles energy, where it gives you the force, it gives you the impetus, it gives you the requirement and drive to say, enough's enough, I've got to do something. This is what we needed to stop this spell in its entirety, this long gestational spell that has been, you know, the pandemic. If people had not recognized that and been able to have the foresight to see that lack was definitely being manufactured and created amongst the collective, then this plan, in a great part at least, would have been abandoned. And so it's now or never type of energy. It also is underpinning energy of being cut out, being left out in the cold. That seems to have been a running theme. That's not always a bad thing. If you've been running with people who do not frequency match you anymore, who are not on your destiny, not on your path, who are not, you're not serving them very well and they're not serving you very well, it's just not matched well, then again, sometimes it takes us, if we're not going to take the impetus and the foresight ourselves to be proactive, sometimes it takes us to get into this uncomfortable energy of feeling outside of the loop. So on the bottom of the other deck, we have the 9 of Cups. So this is, for one, some people are drinking too much. Stop it. If you can find yourself, it can, because that's helping with this financial lack. And also, you do not need to be spirited up the way spirit is right now. The things that are being brought in through this messing about with frequency and through natural frequency changes, the veil is very thin, and some things I don't think we've encountered in this reality, and not even in our generational DNA spirit-wise, because they haven't met for so long, or they haven't met at all these different realms that could be being brought in. You do not need to be unaware of self in any which way, especially with alcohol, for the kind of things that can happen, the attachments that can happen when you are spirited up, you know. There's a reason they call it spirits. You know, it helps you see them, and it helps you feel them, and they see you and they feel you. And there's a lot of some of you that resonates with, feel that, well, one of you actually, you are actually drinking for a relative who died from drink related medical issues. They're getting an energy feedback from it. Now, I'm not saying this is malevolent. I'm just saying that it's subconscious. It's not a conscious thing that they're doing to you, or even looking at where it's putting you in life. It's just that they are as desperate wherever they are in connection with you as they were in this physical body that they were in, to have that alcohol, to have that feedback, to have that feeling. And so that's you'll know who you are when I'm talking about that. But also it's about finding your happiness. And this Nine of Cups also represents, and mainly represents, bliss, happiness. This person is very happy, very content, maybe a little bit closed off to other options of happiness, with those arms crossed there across the heart chakra, but you know, very content and very happy. It found a bliss point, found an abundance in flow, and what makes those emotions flow. Now, first card, Judgment card. You can see the parting of the sea here. Who is directing you? In what direction? Be super aware of that. Be super aware of that. The kind of tricks and manipulations and down and out lies and distractions that are being put out today, and all days, but put out today in particular for some reason on the 7th, is absolutely to lead you down into a place, into a dimension, into a realm that you do not want to be in. Be super discerning about following others. Make sure that you know that this is your frequency tribe, the people that you mix with, the people that you are around. Make sure that you know you're with the right people. This is where we see, I feel like there's going to be some cult story leading on from today, where there was some kind of weird ass, you know, ritual, trust type ritual that went wrong, or something like that. It feels very weird. And again, people being led by somebody else who, you know, wasn't so highly ascended in spirit themselves. And so be super careful regarding the powers that be, the control mechanisms, the systems. They're working real hard to drive the cattle down a certain direction. They're working real hard to distract and extract others who will call this distraction out from the picture. We've got the Judgment card to clarify the Judgment card. So, you know, this is where it really is so important to get off this train of the light's already won. You can win in your own light, and we can win in our own tribe's light, of people who are of like mind, people who are working on themselves, following their destiny, their path, doing what they came to do. But the psyops of the 17th letter, the psyops of the spiritual community, that we need to sit back, and it's okay, because the battle is already won. You can only, I'm sorry, it doesn't feel that way to me, and I don't see that. I think a lot of people who didn't get in their lane, didn't get in their frequency, who have been separated from their essence, their true essence, so much, it will not make it. And we either will not make it in a mortality type situation, or they will not make it as in, I don't recognize the dimension that they're being cattled towards, the reality that they're being cattled towards. I feel like there is going to be some weird, very strange split. And I know I've kept saying there's splits, but this being a very marked split of frequencies, and the people that reside within those frequencies, and what kind of dimension, what kind of reality they live in, the separation being vast. And so there's something about today that is 7, that is the day of completion type of thing, that is the bridging number, which bridge are you going to cross? It does speak of it's now or never, because this feels very, very important, very impactful. It feels the real as above, so below. And you know, the light's already won. No, we need to work hard to make sure as many people as possible manage to find themselves in a reality that is beautiful, that is sustainable, that is nurturing and compassionate. But I'm sorry that the old stories cannot be transferred all of the time, the old psyop stories, I mean, of the outside savior being the one to fix it all, or of it's okay, trust the plan. We are the plan. We are unraveling the plan. The only reason the plan has stayed the same so much within the human narrative is because for so long we've given the powers of the narrative to a very few. And so, no, we can't say the light's already won. I can't say that. Not when there's bombing going on as we speak. I can't say that when there is so much bliss in the world, yes, but the duality is that there is so much darkness in the world. This is where we need to get realistic, and this is where we really do need to get serious about following our own path and really doing the real spiritual work that does take real work. And yes, love and light is paramount, but in conjunction with all other aspects of self, and in conjunction with the reality that we live in the present. And so it really is a time, tick-tock, tick-tock kind of energy. We've got the wheel, which is the number 10, major arcana. So now we've got 3 major arcanas already. The wheel, this wheel's gonna turn differently for these 2 different cards, these 2 judgment cards. This wheel's gonna turn very, very differently. There's gonna be a huge ebb for some and a huge flow for others. But not without some kind of, needing to let go of quite a lot, needing to purge yourself. And that comes into the clarifying card for the wheel, which is the 6 of Cups. This has kept coming up now. I recognize the importance of it. There are certain aspects, family members, that we will be getting, we will have to be leaving behind that do not match our frequency. We can't be playing those games anymore. There are certain connections to the past, emotional connections to the past, that will be severed with the turning of this wheel. There are certain things that of our true history, of our true past, that we have been emotionally connected to, but absolutely not conscious of because of rewriting of history, come into the fore. So some real truths being known by individuals, and some real truths just coming out in general. We've got the King of Pentacles here with the Ace of Pentacles, taking authority over the physical realm that you are in the present now, being in authority and connection with the ground that you stand on, and being in your true manifestation power, really taking charge of what path you're going to follow and how you're going to follow it. Do not be on this path being led. The Ace of Pentacles is the promise of this, a whole new land, a whole new dimension, I feel. And that's not to say, poof, it's going to happen today. I'm saying this is a real speeding up of the process of all of this. And so make your steps now, take your steps now to create your new abundance, your new earth, your new beginning, your new reality. I know that was a bit of a fast reading, but very impactful. I'm not going to stay on it too much longer because the energy is pretty strong, and the message is pretty clear. Time's up. Choose your lane, decide, and don't allow old stories, old narratives that belong with one of the first psyops, being the Bible. Don't drag those into the now, into the spiritual community, into the holistic self community. They don't belong there, and they are a distraction, and they weaken the focus, they weaken the intent of the people, because they sit back and wait for the savior. They sit back and wait for the moment where all of a sudden somebody comes out and makes sure the light's won. It'll be many people coming out at once. It'll be many different people with different aspects, different truths that make a true impact. And that has not happened. And time's running out for that to happen for a great extent, for the light as it's being told, as all of humanity and the children will be saved. Not so. That time seems to have run out. And so I appreciate you all for listening. Please leave a comment, like and share. If you would like a personal reading or any spiritual coaching, energy coaching, hit me up at truedivinemedia@gmail.com. I appreciate you all and love you all.